Well, hello, gorgeous people. How are you out there? Welcome to our New Year's Eve stream, which is all fun times, I would suggest. So, today we're going to do some Dumbarton into New Year's, and then we'll do a little bit of zombieing, I feel like, is the plan. Um, it is, of course, New Year's Eve, so we'll have as much fun as we dare. And I am hoping my voice will hold up because I did some recording earlier and my voice did not hold up terribly well. If I'm completely honest with you guys, it was not holding up brilliantly, so we'll have to hope for the best with this one. That's the plan. Let me just get my microphone in a better, more central location. There we go. Right. Would I like to talk about Lucas Swan? Of course I would. Why not? It's a good day for the club. He can fit us. Clicked on the bloody useless linky thing again. Can lead the club to glory, convinced to signing, blah, 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 blah. Cool, thanks. I was reading that. If you couldn't tell, I read every single message there. That's just what I do. That is just what I do. So, yeah, as I said, the plan is for us to go into New Year's with the stream today. Hopefully that will work out for us perfectly. So, yeah, good times all around. Just having a little look-see-doodle to see what else is happening out there in the world of Twitch. I see that our friend Big Man is having a moment. So that's good times. Right, yeah, so we are good to go. As is New Year's tradition, I am currently heavily pilled up just on stuff you can buy from Boots, which is fun. Oh, I'm drinking the hottest lemon sip in the world too. Anyway, yeah, last stream even, we finished by losing on penalties to Motherwell, and now we are focused fully on the league, where we sit fifth. But we've got 2 games in hand over the teams above us, so we could pop ourselves up into third reasonably easily. I would suggest, but whether or not that will actually happen is, of course, anyone's guess, because that's how these things do be shaking out sometimes. You know, that's just how it goes. Right, I'm just scrolling through things. Anyway, yeah, so I hope everyone out there is well. I can see there's a couple of people watching, so that's always good. Hopefully I am audible. I'll do a quick sound check just to make sure I am fine. I think we're good. Yes, we are good. Excellent. That's what we like to see. So I will send an assistant for that. Why not? Don't think I want to make big changes to our team because we only seem to have one. I think we'll probably just put the new striker up top. Hope he can score some goals because that will be terribly helpful because we have been lacking goals. You will hear lots of fireworks outside my window during the course of the stream because apparently Swindon likes to fire fireworks for any possible reason. They've been going off non-stop since Halloween, I think. So, answers on a postcard. Right. That's nothing I'm going to worry about, thank you. Not Mason King. Not a problem for us at all. Sterling Albion will be the first victims of our new boy up top. And they are coming up in a moment. So we'll see how that does go. Hopefully well. Hopefully. Very confused as to why Liam wasn't visible in chat. That's confusing. Or I say in chat, he's showing as a user, not a mod, which I don't understand. I don't understand how that changed. Weird. Anyway, hopefully that will work out and is fixed and whatnot. I'm hoping we haven't got the weird Twitch glitch going on where no one can chat because of whatever reason. yeah, here we are, ready to go to see what is occurring with Sterling and our new striker, hopefully playing for us. Hopefully. That makes sense, Liam. That's fine. That's fine. Both your accounts are now modded, so that's all good. That's all good. For all the difference it will make. Right, Swan is up top. Beautiful. I've got 2 subs I'm not using. What am I going to do with those? I'm going to put... Let's just get rid of anyone who can't... In fact, let's put Obodo in there because he is going to sign for us. That's my dream. And let's put... Tara's not quite fit. Payne should be on the bench, not Grant. Do we look at Kabiru as well? There we go. Yeah, I'm good, Liam. How are you? How are you doing out there? I guess we should put him on the bench just because we've loaned him just to see if he's any good. Does feel a bit top-heavy, that bench. Does feel a touch top-heavy. Do I want someone else? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Will it be fine? Let's put Hanratty in. That should tidy that up. That should tidy that up. Good stuff. Right. We'll give Kabiru a squad number and we will go and see if our new strikers can turn things around, because I think when we looked at the XG table we were seeing that we should be top of the league, we just weren't scoring enough goals. So hopefully this will fix that, is what I'm saying. That's the plan. That is the plan for now. Trying to work out why things are ticking so slowly. I think it's because I've got too many browser tabs open, which is probably the way. There we go. I should speed that up a little bit. Right. Let's make use of home advantage, etc., etc. Peter Casey is not fully fit, so hopefully Lenny is ready to come in as and when needed. I don't know if our strike force of Swan and Roy is necessarily my best move, but such is life. Such is life indeed. Right, we are underway. We are ready. As I said, apologies if my voice gives out at any point. It did give out slightly whilst I was recording about an hour ago. That was fun. Mid-video, mid-sentence. That'll give you some entertainment on Monday. Because it was a moment.
Green, green, money's all I need. Money, green, money's all I need. Like a king castle.
We are not losing yet, which I guess is good. Maybe Swan can start making Roy look like a good player. Maybe that's the key. Maybe those two together are the key to making lots of goals occur at the right times in the right places. Keep going. 3 out of 10 new subs. What? Wild. Wild. Love a random chat pop-up message that flashes in my peripheral vision. Sané goes to Neil. Neil looking to go forward now and gives the ball away, but Casey will get that back and we'll get it forward again. Are we on stupid slow time? We're not. Oh, I've just missed a goal. Ali Roy scored. Lucky for me, there'll be a replay. It was offside anyway. It's alright, it didn't count because I was looking at the settings. That's my excuse. Anyway, let's do an encourage of the boys. I'd very much like to get Ouattara in or back fit, because Webster is not great at right backing. I would suggest not his strongest role, Definitely stronger as a centre half, but needs must. And, well, we're going to make it to half time at 0-0, but you can't make an argument we have been the better side. So that's good. Oh. Right, let's do some shouting. We're in the position we deserve to be, and the numbers show that. Show me something better in the second half, please. Kindly, thank you. Christmas, much. Yes, good. Right, back underway. Come on, let's get a goal. Second half. We're going to make magic happen. Ali Roy is going to score a goal that counts. That's the plan. That is the plan. We'll see how that works out, but that is the plan. McMahon, forward, Roy, to Thompson, to Roy again, back to Thompson, to Neil. Neil goes down the line for McGrory, and McGrory goes back to Neil. Come on, let's get the ball forward. And, well, we've got the ball to Ali Roy. It's gone for a corner. We are living to dream, I suppose. As far as, you know, not losing. Not sure Swan is impressing me much on his first league appearance, but Jesus, someone outside is really having a go at trying to blow everything up. Payne can come on right back. We'll send O'Sullivan on at left back. Guess we send in a Bodo because apparently Kabiro looks apprehensive, which is not really what I was looking for. Liam can go in to replace Mr. McMahon, and we'll keep back a sub in the hope that something will change with Kabiru's body language. If we get a goal, I'd imagine he'd be raring to come on, but not yet. Not yet is what we're saying. Do need to get this team kind of a little bit fixed up, but for now, I'll take a playoff push. I think a playoff push is still pretty strong, given where things were. I would like Obodo to sign permanently, because then he and Swan will be our key strike force. As McGrory down the line, looking for Obodo, can't find him. Payne will pick this back up, sort of. Neil, forward, over the top, looking for Ali Roy. Ali Roy gets it tipped behind for a corner by Albinson. We're not going to see the corner, of course, but Ali Roy is now taking a free kick, so that could be a good time. Can he make something happen from here? No. O'Sullivan might, though. Oof, Jesus. That was close. Very close. I'm sure more will come. Let's do a change. It's going to have to be Ali Roy coming off. Do I risk Kabiru? I mean, is he better than Ferguson? Probably not. Let's send Ferguson in. Let's undo that. Let's send Ferguson in and swap them around maybe. Yeah, good stuff. Right, let's go find some goals in 5 minutes. Let's go very attacking to find some goals in 5 minutes. Hopefully something will happen from this. O'Sullivan's got a throw in. Let's make the magic happen. That's what we need to do. Great ball down the line for Liam into the box, and it's gone behind for a corner. Presumably we're going to see this corner. By the way, Monday's episode of Super Marine, watch out for the most ridiculous goal you will ever see on Football Manager. It is fantastic in the most FM26 of ways. Long on the ball to Shooter, to Holloway over the top, looking for Miles Obodo. Off the woodwork again. How many more times are we going to smash the ball off of the woodwork? How many more times? I feel like we've done that so often in this save. Like, way more than I'd normally see. Great ball over the top, but can't find anyone. Can we get this back? This feels like we're going to get hit in the last minute with a goal, doesn't it? It feels like that's what's about to happen. I did sign... Well, I haven't permanently... He's currently on trial, but you can play trialists in the Scottish 4th tier. But I've offered him a contract, but as soon as I offered him a contract, so did every other team in our division. Which tells me I'm on the right track with signing him. Not that we didn't know that already, but I am a little bit worried he might go somewhere else. So I'm giving him football in the hope that he'll get it in his head that he will be a first teamer here for certain, and just go, I'll stay here. That's the plan. We'll find out what happens with that. But if we do have him permanently, he will automatically be first choice striker because we know how good he is. I don't like to criticise the researchers because having done the job, it is absolute ball ache. But I don't know why he's set up as a winger in the game, because he's never been a winger. I would say he's played on the wing for our under-18s and stuff, but he was always a striker first. It was always where he was best. Him and Armin had an absolutely ridiculous goal-scoring season together. So it is a bit weird to me that he's a winger in the game. But it's okay, because next we play Stranraer, hopefully with him on our books full time. Yeah, I didn't understand why he was released. I would have played him this season. Ollie spent the... I don't like to criticise Ollie because he is second to God. But considering we signed about 11 strikers in the summer, I just thought, why would you not keep Obodo around, put him in the team? He's a good player. He's a really good player. Just seems like a waste letting him go to Reading. Especially because we didn't get any money for him. Right. We'll send an assistant to that. Who is Adam Gray? Why are we... He's an American. Well. We do like a lower league American. He's played for Bigfoot. We like a lower league American. Is he... Can I trial him? If I can trial him, I'll try and get a good deal for him. Because in lower league and FM, signing these like young Americans who pop up on frees is gold. We haven't really got the budget for him, but I'd shuffle things around. We can be having him on trial. Beautiful. Let's see how he looks when he gets here. If he's got the 4 attributes I look for, we'll have to make some money appear from somewhere to bring him in. Or if Obodo says no and goes to one of our rivals, then we'll do it that way, I guess, is sort of the theory. I'm just checking, have I got the right stream open on the YouTube today? Because I did have that issue last time. It looks like I do. Right. Obodo, we saying yes, no? I mean, 3.5 stars. Oh, the determination and pace are going to be absolute shite. And the vision. Aside from stamina, he's not really got anything I look for. He's not even particularly tall for a target man. That's a shame. But it is what it is. We gave him a fair shake. And Forfar has signed sign Miles. Oh, but offered him an impressive wage. It's not much more than we were offering. It's not a lot more than we were offering, but okay. That does free up some cash, though. What I would like, it is annoying, what I would like is a big creative boy. Let's have a look. That's 12s all round. It's very, very good for this level. Have I got that just set up for this league? No. Okay. Do I have any scout? I've got some scouting budget left. Alright, let's scout these guys. See how they look. Because I would not say no to a big creative boy in midfield. That could certainly help us out. It does give us a space on the bench, which I will put for input. In fact, let's just do a quick pick just to make sure I've got sort of strongest 11. It wants me to start this American fella, Gray, up top. It can't hurt to have a look at him alongside Swan. I don't love having Casey there. I think we'll make that change. Oh, this Tomlinson fellow was a good player, wasn't he? He could answer a lot of questions for us. Can we get him? Possibly. Yeah. Alright. Job done. Job done. Right, can I have, please, another midfielder on the bench? Possibly two, because I don't know if I want Selfridge there. Who else have I got? Watara's not fully back yet. I guess we'll put a Coley on at the bench. Ali Roy has been dropped out of our team, which is interesting. I guess we'll put him back on the bench, because Templeton's not really done anything for us. One tired player in midfield. Can we carry that? We probably can. We probably can. Yeah. We'll be fine. Right. Let's see how good our trialist American striker is. If he scores a hat-trick, we'll sign him. That's what I'm saying. If he scores a hat-trick, we will sign him forever. That's the plan. I see Kit lurking in chat, so Kit can keep me up to date on the goings on in Sicily. For those unaware, Big Man on Campus is currently doing a save on, was it Crusader Kings and Football Manager, where he's doing some stuff in Sicily. He might be about to get sacked though, from the Football Manager job. Last I saw. Yeah, I can hear them as well, Liam. It's crazy. The obsession in Swindon with fireworks is wild. I do not understand at all. Hi Axel, I've had that message several times, and yeah, it's never a real thing. So thanks for that. Right. Let's get a crossover to Gray, shall we? Let's see him score the goal. Or let's see Martin Payne score the goal. Why the devil oh not? That is one big message. That is one big message. I get that same message copied and pasted as DMs all the time as well. Like, call me skeptical, but if you've got a copy paste bot text, it's probably a scam. Especially because if it wasn't a scam and I'm calling it a scam, I would get a response from someone like, "That's not a scam, it's real." We scored again. Adam Gray has scored. Okay, he's 2 goals away from a contract. Come on, buddy. Get your hat-trick. Get your contract. We'll have an American. Why not? Great control. Great finish. Not too shabby, I would say. Maybe we don't need Miles Obodo. Maybe we just need what we've got. Maybe we've finally cracked it. We'll find out. Yeah, we'll leave it, mate. We'll leave it for now. I mean, they've left chat. They won't come. Like, we'll never see them again. He's had a second. Adam Gray has had a second. He wants this contract badly. Badly wants this contract. I mean, so far that's the best individual performance I've seen from any striker we've tried at Dumbarton. Which tells me, even though all of his attributes suck, maybe we're on to something with him. Does want a fee though. So I might have to put him on the never never. Just casually have him on the old Rumbelows. That'll be a good outcome if we can make it work. They got Sol Campbell playing for them. He's 105. Come on, let's get this back. Oof. Oh. The sneezes, they do be coming today. Right. Ekreport to Clare, to Collie, to Moore, to Clare. To Collie? No, to Campbell, to Sol Campbell. To the other Campbell. Into the stands. Great. This is a great spell of dominance for Stranraer. We take in the pits, they're 3-0 down. They're not really dominating anything, are they? If we're completely honest, they are dominating exactly nothing. We could always press Ryan Edgar, I suppose, just to make him feel like he's doing something of use. Right. What is going on elsewhere? Can't believe he chose Forfar over us. That's stupid. Right. We've had a lot of shots. I am happy. And, yeah, I guess we carry on. Why not? Can Gray get the magic hat-trick that forces me to sign him? That's the question. Can he get the magical hat-trick that will force me to find some money somehow to offer him a contract? Webster to Frimpong. Webster looks so much better at centre-half. Over the top, looking for Gray. He can't find him. Frimpong is out of position as well. McMahon gets it back. Shooter to Sané, to Frimpong, to Webster. Webster forward for McGrory, to Payne. Payne will look for a cross. If he can, find Swan, who gets a corner. Is this the moment where we get... No. No, it's not. It's not the moment where anything happens. We are just waiting for Gray to get his hat-trick. Ekrepont is going to try and score himself something from a corner. You know what I mean. English. Collie to McLean. McLean to Ekrepont. Well, that is not a bad finish for their wee left back. Ironically, he did get the goal from the corner, even though that was not what I was trying to say. Fair enough. Swan is not doing well today, though, so that's a problem. Gray is the American striker. He's had 2 already whilst on trial, which is going to kind of force me to look at signing him. But he does cost money, so I'm going to have to do some wheelie-dealy type stuff to make that happen. Let's put Ferguson in there. McGrory is tired, so that's an easy sub to make. A lot of our players are tired. Let's put Tomlinson on at right back for Payne. I know Payne's playing well, but we have just offered Tomlinson a contract, so I feel like we should give him a run out. We'll take Webster off for Neil. I think we'll put a Coley in for McMahon. That should work. Hopefully. But can Gray get a 3rd goal? That's the big question. Can he score a 3rd goal? Because I did say if he got a hat-trick, I'd sign him. And then he scored 2 already. Like, he's trying. He is trying. It's like he's listening. Hey, Simon, how are you? You're at a New Year's Eve party. Fair enough. Hope that's a good time. Oh, Aaron Quick's been sent off. Hope you have a good New Year celebration. So I appreciate you popping in, but don't upset Mrs. Thorley by spending too much time staring at your phone. We do not want that. But we do want a 3-1 win, because that is a great way to start off the season. Can we make it a 4-1 win? German beer adding to the atmosphere. Oh. Which German beer are we drinking? Go on. Indulge me, entice me, tantalise me with your German beer. Adam Gray's got a hat-trick. That's a contract secured for our trialist. Oh. What a ledge. What a ledge. Can't really ask more from a trialist than a hat-trick on debut. Cannot ask for much better than that. Now I just have to figure out how to make him stay. Because that's an insane return for a trialist, is a hat-trick. In fact, I'm going to give him some big boy praise. Fruskoj. Oh. That's a tasty sounding beer. Okay, we approve. We approve of the beer. I expect a full beer report on my desk in the morning or something. Wouldn't that be a great job? Be terrible for me because, rehab. But wouldn't that be a great job, just having to drink beer and then report on it to someone? Right, Adam, I don't know how you've pulled that off, mate, but let's try and get you a contract, shall we? I have no money. Is it possible you'll accept if I just say, we will give you half of whatever we make on this fella and a friendly? They bloody will. What a deal. What a deal. Alright, let's get Adam Gray on the bus before anyone else in Scotland notices we've got him. I don't know how we're going to hide it because he's just scored a hat-trick. He's not interested in contract. You're on trial with us. Why are you with us if you don't want to play for us? Let's try that again. Because frankly, you should be playing for us now. Like, the offer was great, or would have been great. Let's see what he said to me courting him via the media. Did that turn his head? That's the question. Did it turn his head? Are we going to get to come back to our office anytime soon? Are we just locked out? Right. Not interested. That'd be a very good offer to even. It would have been a good offer. I'll be honest. It would have been a very good offer had you listened. Like, it would have been. Oh, come on. Alright, we'll wait till this trial is almost up, by which point he should have at least 10 goals. And he'll be loving life in Scotland, and we'll be top of the league. Has just occurred to me as well, it would be perfectly possible to pick sent to Discord. Oh, we've got beer picks. Let's open up mine Discord. See what we're saying. If you would like to be in the Discord and you're not already, by the way, do exclamation mark Discord and beer shall appear. Ooh, that is fancy looking. From Cologne. That's a high quality, highly rated beer in the Beer Merchants and Beer Hunter collections. Well, and to be fair, quite reasonably priced. £4 a bottle. That's pretty reasonably priced. Fancy. And it's a half litre. Oh, the good old days. That's almost a pint. Unless you're American, then it's like 4 pints. We don't know why Americans think a pint of beer is a shot, but, you know, free world, isn't it? Scott Tomlinson is now with us. Beautiful. Is Mr. Gray still of the mindset of not joining us? Let's find out. You'd think, having given him a Tomlinson to get excited about playing alongside, he'd be like, yes, I am in. This fella, for this level, bit gross. Not gonna lie, a bit OP. The boy can cross, he can pass, the vision's a bit suspect, but we'll work on it. We'll have him training as an advanced wingback, and we'll have him working on his passing, and then hopefully he'll get up to snuff. Our players aren't bothering in training, are they? They just went, nah, training, not worth it, boss. Should we fix that? We'll fix that with some chatting, shall we? Let's praise Mr. Jeremy Watara. Perfect. Anyone else want praise? We are... Me personally, I'm doing okay bar the awful cold. As a team, we are sort of hovering outside the playoffs. It's not been a particularly fruitful stream yet, although we have just smashed Stranraer quite handily, but we've done that with with a striker who is on trial scoring a hat-trick, and he's the first guy to actually put in some kind of effort up top, which is making it really frustrating that I can't get him to sign permanently, which hopefully will fix. Oh. As if to prove the point. There we go. I literally cannot take any more medication for like until midnight now, and that's going to be fun. Right, hopefully this will G them up, and they'll decide that they want to perform for the rest of the season. That's the plan. That's the hope, anyway. I say the plan, the hope. Well, that's good knowledge. We'll try and get them on get him on 2 trial periods before the window shuts, because if we can pull that off, we'll be fine. Scott says, "Don't disrespect America." Well, I mean, okay. I'm not sure why I wouldn't, but okay. Good, good. Let's get that done. I'm not sure why people think I wouldn't disrespect America. It is awful. But there we go. I feel like, yes, it's I think I'm at like peak cold at the moment. Like, I'm hoping this is like the worst it gets, and then we'll be fine in the morning. That's what we're hoping. He wants to be starting. I'll be honest, Kevin. No. Good. Yes, the cold is slapping me, but it's New Year's Eve, so why would I not be streaming is the big question. I'm currently wearing my Schloss Wrocław shirt. They are. Let me find you a quality picture of it, shall I? This one is a touch worn. You're having a disco, Scott. That's a good time. Can I find a picture of this particular kit? Yes. Is that this one? No, that's the one after this one, which doesn't appear to be on the interwebs. I don't know why. Can I do this by club? I'm trying to think when I went to Wrocław. I could look it up, but was that the one? Yes, yes, it is. Good, right. There we go, Liam. Yes, Scott, it is in fact 2026 tomorrow. We're nearly there. We are nearly there indeed. This your stave got corrupt after getting a new stadium. So don't, oh Liam, don't scare me like that. Because we have we've just been offered a new stadium in the Supermarine save, so that's a worry. But yeah, this shirt was actually a shirt I bought during the save we did in Poland, which is on the channel called Passport to Poland, which starts with me in Wrocław, literally walking around the stadium of a top flight team in Poland, doing like a full tour. There was some stuff I shot for the video. Well, I filmed that I wasn't allowed to put in the video, but I got to go to a training session with the club, like go to the training ground. I met the manager, like the real manager. Met some of the players who were filming an advert for Pepsi at the time in the stadium, which is weird. It was a good time. It was a really good tour. Very nice of the club to allow me that kind of access, considering it was all very last minute planned. Jeremy is going on the bench, is he? Yeah, probably. Let's put him in for Chucks. We'll see if Tomlinson can do bits. Is Ouattara a big boy? Elodie sitting in fifth, kept close with Lyon. 3-2 loss despite Chloe Tapia getting red card at 56th minute. That's not ideal. Can I teach him to be a centre half? There is a way to find out without me doing too much thinking, which we all would like to avoid, if I'm honest. I'm going to pull out my box of tricks, and I'm going to ask Gemini, because I can't think right now. Ask Gemini what Gemini thinks of this guy as a centre back. Just because based on his profile, the answer is no. He would be very risky and likely a poor choice for centre back in Scotland's League 2. While he looks like a fantastic prospect for that level in his natural positions, he lacks the specific DNA required to play at the heart of defence. Here's a breakdown of why. In the Scottish Lower League, you'll face many physical target man strikers, but Tara's physical stats for a CB are a major concern. Strength 6, biggest deal breaker. Jumping 8 at 5'11" with an 18 jumping. He'll lose nearly every aerial duel. Excellent. His technicals and mentals suck. He'd be great in... It's telling me to use him as an advanced wingback. Cool. It says at 20 he's already a star player for your league in those positions, or will likely be sold for a huge profit to a championship or premiership side in a couple of years. Alright, brave, but we'll go with it. Why not? For some reason my system works, boost the ball better with 10 players and 11. I have no idea why. That's been a thing actually on 26. I have noticed that when you go down to 10 players, you play better this year on FM. I don't know why. Reasonable regardless. Makes me wonder if my midfielders interfere with each other. I think it's just a match engine thing, Elodie. To the point where I had an offline save that was a rare one, not for a video, and I had a couple of players who got sent off early on the season. I noticed, like we'd go down to 10 guys on the pitch, and then we'd just start battering teams. To the point where I would pick the player that was worst of my starting 11 and just have them going in hard on everyone, trying to get them sent off so we win games. But I think it's a bug. I think. Right. So now I've got some thinking to do, because I've just signed this fella Tomlinson, but we think that Ouattara is actually possibly the best right wing back in this league, so that could be fun. Right, let's go. Let's get another win. We're playing Annan. We've got Gray up top again. You watch him score another hat trick. I've ran the system in 24 with the same oddity back then. I think it's how I feel so close to each other at times with 11. Maybe it's worth testing out, changing a role, spacing them a little bit. I've certainly heard worse ideas. Right, Tomlinson has a corner. Can he find a big boy to head? No, he can't. No, that's not what Tomlinson does apparently. What he does do is leave us exposed on the far side when he goes over to take a corner, apparently. Come on. Should not have given away a corner there. At all. At all, to be perfectly frank. Let's encourage the boys. For the encourage will make everything better. That's what I've heard. Whether it works or not, anyone's guess, but it should make everything better. Right, we've had Swan shoved by McDonald. 3 goals a game in 5 games so far. I don't want to touch my system. Fair enough, then don't, is the easy answer. If the goals are flying, change nothing. Wish they were flying here, but they are not. That is troublesome. We've been the better team. Please be a better team. Tomlinson, buddy, Ouattara is sat on the bench, mate. He's wondering why you're wearing his shirt. If you could be better and kind of justify being in the team, that would be lovely. I know I'm asking a lot, but if you could just be a touch better. Otherwise, I'll send in Ouattara. He'll make magic happen, and I'll have to figure out what I can retrain you to be. Because I cannot play 2 right wing backs. It just won't allow me to do it. I'm sorry. If it would allow me to do it, I would. Jesus. Almost beat Lyon, the juggernaut of France, with a freshly motor side, with the best player being Emery Petitot, who wasn't even a regular starter for Montpellier. I can't do French with this cold. I'll have to start doing like Cockney foreign. Montpellier, innit? It's close. Right, let's make changes. Right, Tomlinson is motivated, but he's not Jeremy Ouattara. Osama off for Casey is an easy swap. Then we'll do Swan off for Ferguson, Gray off for Roy, and McMahon off for Liam. Problem solved. Goals incoming, I say. because Ferguson and Roy were doing so well that I replaced the entire strike force. So naturally, they're the answer to us needing a late goal. Liam had a pop. Ali Roy scores. I'm just going to start bad-mouthing my players more. Realistically, if I just start bad-mouthing my players more, what will happen is that they'll start doing goals. That's apparently how this goes. We are goal scoring and looking strong. I think this was a game in hand, which will be very helpful. Does that move us up the table? Is a question I need to ask of ourselves. Yes, we're in third now. Perfect. Perfect. It's not top, but third we'll take. Frimpong finds Ferguson. It's German Nina Raka centre defender, but Raka is a yo-yo club defender who played for Hamburg. Fair. Jesus, come on guys, let's cover. Let's get this forward. Oh. Such explosive. Right, let's have more goal, please. More goal right now would be good. It's alright, Quinton's on a corner. He's going to find a head of someone into a goal. Alright, it was hopeful. Yeah, I had my suspicions, Liam. Jesus, that was a big old firework. Oh, Peter Casey's had a goal. Yeah, don't you worry, Liam. I had my suspicions. We're also 2-0 up though, so frankly, Dumbarton are the biggest club in Scotland. I don't know if you've heard, but Dumbarton, bigger than Rangers, bigger than Celtic. Those are some loud fireworks. Right, guys, you are 2 hours early. This kind of premature explosion is not something to show off. If we could have less of that, please, that would be nice. Oh, Ali Roy's through again. Can he get 2 goals in a game? No, but... Oh, that's a pen. That is a pen. And since we've got a pen and a 2-goal lead and there's 30 seconds left to play, I think we let Liam take a penalty. Right, go on Liam, don't let us down. It's time for that first goal for Dumbarton. Outstanding, perfect stuff, job done. That's 3-0. Everyone goes home happy except the Annan fans. And they're all soaked anyway, so good times. It's Liam off the mark in Scotland. And a 3-0 win for us against Annan, which should put us very handily now inside that top 3. Let's have a proper look at our table. We're back on terms in terms of games played. Can you believe Miles Obono wanted to join Forfar for a little bit of extra cash? They've got a goal difference of like minus 15 on us. All we've got to do is stay level on points. None of these players are ones who are like this player has a higher quality reputation. They're mostly journeywomen and players of unproven history. Sometimes those are the best ones. That's just Moneyball. We learned that from the old fella from the film with Jonah Hill in it. I know he's a real person. It's okay. I'm aware. I mean, he's not a real person anymore because I think he died, but definitely was a real person. Not Brad Pitt, like the real guy. Be weird if Brad Pitt died. We did goals. We are third. We play top of the table Cove next, who are probably beatable. Just throwing it out there. What's the XG table saying? I mean, the XG table is saying that we are catching up to where we should be now. Looking pretty strong, I would say. So that's good. And they are somehow playing below their expected goals against, which is propping them up no end. I think we can pull this one off. That's the plan. Let's holiday there, because I need to go and unblock my brain. 1 second. So what's crazy is usually in my house I feel like I can't move for lozenges, and I cannot find one now. I desperately need one. That's always fun. Right, we've fallen behind Sterling again somehow. That's fine though, because we're going to beat Cove, and then essentially we're just going to win until the end of the season. Though that's my plan. we've not got many games left, so we should be okay. We've got, what, 15 left to play? I reckon we can get ourselves top of the league by the end of the season. What are we saying about this fella Gray? Is he ready to come sign for us yet? I feel like he should be. I might just see if we can loan him, to be honest, but either way, we'll work it out. Right, let's give Scott Tomlinson one more chance to impress us before I figure out what I do with him. Because it would be nice if he were able to score some goals. Right. That's not how you spell Alistair. Behave yourself. Alright. Goals. Goals, please. Thank you. Let's do it. Under 19 through with PSG squad. This academy is churning on talent. Great stuff. That's what we like. I do need to do a youth development video next week as well. Once my throat is back to normal. That's good reminding. Thank you. Oh, Miles has scored for Forfar. They're second now. How dare! Come on, boys. We can't be having that. Let's get a goal. Any goal from anywhere will do. From anyone. Not from Cove. From one of our players. Was sort of what I was going for. Alright. It's fine. It happened. We go again. We get over it. We need to go unbeaten till the end of the season. That's the plan. Come on. That was at least 5 minutes. That's bounced off your back, mate. You can't dive when a ball bounces off your back. Why can't I stop signing French women? I mean, look, Elodie, we don't kink shame here. It's perfectly okay. It's perfectly okay to keep signing French women. Come on, let's. Oh. Right, goals. Let's goals. McGrory, goal. Oh, Calvin. Calvin, you legend. Always said, Calvin McGrory, best midfielder in the world. They're so pretty and love big matches. What do you want? C'est la vie. Who doesn't love French women, Simon? Exactly. Exactly. Exactly that. Oh, Scott Tomlinson scoring now. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, I mean, if you are having doubts about why you should love French women, I implore you to Google Ava Green, to be honest, and all will be revealed. Frankly, We're beating top of the league now. We're massive. We're second. Miles made a poor choice. Wellington had a thing against the French, yeah, but he was posh, wasn't he? To be honest, like, his problem wasn't with French women, it was just with the fact the women weren't related to him. Because that's how it goes with the old poshes. Now, come on, let's have a third goal before half time. We can do this. We're unstoppable. Well, we're close to. I don't know. I mean, I think that was just a cover up. It was just a smokescreen. Right, can we have goal number 3? Come on. Ah yes, Monsieur Biff Wellington. Always a star. Yeah, professionally, not necessarily against Lloyd, exactly. Exactly, it was just his job to hate the French. Happy with the number of shots? Sure. Christian, buddy, look around. Is anyone else playing as badly as you are? They're not, are they? That's a sign you should try harder. We can get a third goal. We just have to do it subtly. The trick is to put the ball inside the netty thing, surrounded by big sticks. This one here. I believe in us. We can do it. We've done it twice. I've heard rumours that it feels better the third time. So all I'm saying, just try it out. Just see how it feels. I mean, we are probably going to have to change out our strikers again, but to be honest, I'm not against that. It does feel like we just saw like the one good Adam Gray performance and he's never going to do it again. Like, maybe I shouldn't have been so quick to be like, hey, score a hat-trick and we'll sign you permanently, because it turns out he doesn't want to sign permanently, and scoring a hat-trick is the only time he's ever going to score goals for us. Have a feeling of French soldiers in Wellington's army. I am not an historian, so I don't know. But sounds plausible. I said it feels like Elodie's frame of knowledge. Blessing Helliwell, that was not a blessing. Don't do that to us. We are trying to win the league. I know I've just made changes, but if we could not score against us now, it's not funny, it's not big, it's not clever. I am lacking a real game changer here, I think. We could attack more. Monarchists at the board, the biscuits? You can't have monarchist biscuits. Ah, the beverage from Kentucky. That makes sense. That bloody Jack Daniels monarchisting. Always said he was dodgy. Come on, let's defend better. There's something very disturbing about the fact that Llama and I have a lot of the same jokes. Ferguson, you are being rubbish, so we're replacing you with Harding. Probably originally French. I mean, I would suggest possibly, given that the word biscuit is French, logically, the Bourbon biscuit must be French. Again, I don't know if that's true or not. I certainly have better biscuit knowledge than I do French history knowledge. They loved the House of Bourbon for supporting the Revolutionary War. That's valid, fair. Why are you still... Again, how is it not big enough to match... Literally, the club you play for doesn't want you, and nobody else wants you, so maybe... Just throwing it out there, maybe it's time to give up on that dream and sign for us. He's come through really nicely in terms of his other attributes. Better than I thought he would, to be honest. Okay, well, I guess we wait for his trial to expire and then we just offer him a contract then and see if he signs then. And then if he doesn't sign then, we trial him again and hopefully he falls in love with us and decides to stay forever. Forfar have got themselves a positive goal difference now. I don't like that much. To be honest. What the fuck is a Vangerheim and why does it sound like Viking longboats would come from that last name? I don't know. It's certainly Germanic of some kind. After the countdown, I feel weird the game being on a Thursday. Yeah, I mean, it's this time of year though, isn't it? This time of year. Always weird games at this time of year. Apparently, Vangerheim is German and translates to meadow home or hill home in English. There you go, it's a house on a hill. Yeah, bloody Gillingham. I mean, Gillingham fans would argue they've got a good reason for not liking us, but I'd argue that if you weren't alive when the thing happened, it's probably not a good reason anymore. Very true, Andy. Very true. Also, apologies for being slightly unprofessional and snacking while on stream, but you know, the whole starve a feed a cold thing felt like good advice. Plus, you cannot go wrong with peanuts unless you're allergic, in which case, please don't eat peanuts. That would be bad. And you probably already know that if you're allergic. You've probably been told. If you haven't, I'm not a doctor, this is not medical advice, but if you're allergic to peanuts, don't put them in your mouth. Or anywhere else, really. But certainly not in your mouth. I deserve credit, says Scott Agnew. Thanks, Scott. for saying nice things about me. Good old Scott. Always liked him. We're playing rivals in Edinburgh, apparently. I don't know why there are rivals. Talking points, job pressures. Hello. I know nothing about this guy. Why am I linked with him? He doesn't appear to have ever done anything that would make me interested in him. We've been good away from home because we're awesome. I know nothing about this guy. So, sure. We have a fantastic relationship, I think, probably, maybe. Why is it the top answer is like the meanest possible answer? What is that? Yep. Must win, ultra consistency. Sure. Oh. Yes. Yep. Wally Gibson. That's a weird name. I mean, seems unkind. Yes, managers need more time. Good stuff. I'm not going to say nice things about Forfart. They stole my player. If you steal my player, I don't say nice things. That's the rules. February is coming. We have 1 hour until the year finishes. 1 whole hour. Imagine. Imagine. Right, Edinburgh. They're up next. We can't play Mr. Grey anymore. We'll do that. Right, let's go get some goals. In fact, we are... I wish I had a better left foot. Well, let's try and teach him. because it's a very loud firework. There could be some mileage in moving Tomlinson to the left, Frimpong on the right. That could help us out. There are literally police cars and fire engines everywhere around my house now, which is worrying. Ben says she's going to go for no to 2 of us on Lava PSG. Remate Leuchter is still world class for PSG. Good. Let's put Neil in there. O'Sullivan in there. Can't hurt. Anyone else for anything else? I think we're going to give Liam a start because he's playing better than McMahon of late. Let's try that. Just because I want to see how it goes, really. It's not really the time to be experimenting, but when it is. When is. Plus, if Tomlinson can play well off the left, we are laughing for the rest of the season. We could fall out of the playoffs with a loss here, go out there and impress me. Cool. That worked. Right. No one I know much about in that team, so let's just go. Go! We can do this if we B&Q this. Genuinely am concerned there might be a firework through my window in a second, so that's fun. There's probably children running around Swindon with fireworks. Right. Free kick. Swan. Score. That wasn't scoring. That was missing. If you could score. I remember he scored on his debut, didn't he, from a free kick? I remember that being a thing. More of that would be appreciated. Okay, so far, Tomlinson at left back isn't working out well. It does have to be said, it's not working out well. And now Sansisi has scored against us. I'm sure I looked at him at some stage. Which is far from ideal. Far from ideal. Can we have goals, please? Demand more. Right. O'Sullivan, do this. Score this goal, please. Or assist a goal. Whatever works. That works. That works. Calvin McGrory scoring. Liam getting an assist. That's 1-1. Now in third, the roster is deep, but the quality is not very high. The goal scorer isn't a striker, but Lucia Kendall out of the midfield. Well, the goals all count no matter where they come from, as Calvin McGrory has just proven with his excellent goal scoring from midfield. We're back in this one. And we should be in this one. Edinburgh are well below us in the league. We really are in a kind of race to really top 4. I mean, looking at the league table, it really is a 50-50 split. Top 6, bottom 4. are all adrift. So this one should be a gimme, really. I am not happy with your performance out there. I think that's fair. If you guys could be better, I think we could win this game. I think. And if we can't, then we tried. That's what I'm saying. Tomlinson's doing okay on the left. Not spectacular, but okay. Watara's right now, though, into the box. Tomlinson is there now. Can he turn? Can he cross? He can. Was looking for Watara, to be honest. Frimpong. Back to O'Sullivan. To Neal. To Webster. Forward for Liam. Down the line for Watara. Watara with a cross into the box. Ali Roy off the woodwork. Watara will put it back in, hopefully. No, it's going out for a corner. And, well, we go again. I say we go again. I'm going to change the strikers in a second, but we're going to go again. Long. I'm going to focus play down the right. That's an odd choice. I don't see how that will help. Roy. Coming at us. Down to Watara. Watara's in the box. Oh, we've got a corner. We're fine. Let's score goals, please. Right. Let's make those changes, shall we? So, Mr. Swan, you have not had a good day today, so we are going to try Ferguson? Sure. And then Tomlinson. Evening, Andy, and indeed everyone else. Good to see you. How are you today? If her CO is higher, I think Annie's going to be trying to steal her from us, but she's pretty much had 66% of her goals in 2 seasons. Her age 17 season for Southampton. This season, local high school. Fair stuff. Yeah, welcome, Andy. You join us on our wonderful adventure in Scotland again. We are hoping I don't get blown up by fireworks, because there seem to be thousands of them going off. For reasons I'm sure are clear to someone out there. We are going to put McMahon in there, and that is going to be the changes to get us a winning goal. That's what I'm saying. Fair enough, Anthony. Fair enough. Oh. Liam also almost stole a winner there. Turn up the attacking. Let's do this. We're so much better than Edinburgh that it feels stupid that we're not beating them. Really stupid that we're not beating them. Tend to say we're chipping them. Do it. Do it. The world is your oyster, my friend. Do it. Come on, come on. Get across. Someone tackle. Oh, for Christ's sake. I just want one goal. We're not going to get it. That's full time. I mean, if only there was a YouTube channel where I put a guide to tactics somewhere on there, Andy. I'm just saying. It might give you a few ideas. Need to get a new contract with like the 140k release clause, I think, but I have to think it would be once the club is safe. Fair. We are really struggling to hold on to a playoff place here. It's really worrying. I swear those fireworks are getting closer and closer. It's okay, we're playing Fife next, and Fife are below us in the table. We could put some daylight between us and Fife. That would be really good. Some would argue that would be the ideal outcome, to be honest. So let's do that. I'm trying to work out which direction the fireworks coming from. Our chairman's looking to step aside. Wow. Okay. Could you step aside towards someone with some money, please? That'd be great if you could. In fact, if you could do it before that transfer window closes, that'd be even better. Like, imagine if we got a tycoon takeover the day before deadline. Just imagine. It won't happen, that's why I'm saying imagine. I don't know, to be honest. I haven't decided yet. Very much depends on whether this American fella wants to sign for us. If he wants to sign for us, then I can safely say I will be doing business in this time. But if he doesn't, then I won't be. I don't know how long he's got on his trial contract. It's in here. Five days. 5 days. He still doesn't want to join us. Still doesn't want to join us despite the trial. It's very annoying. Also, 44 minutes left of this year. That's fun, isn't it? I'm going to respectfully decline that question because it doesn't help me. Ooh. This guy could, if we could afford him. He looks very young for 28. Let's risk him. If we're not going to get a striker, we'll just build up our midfield. We won't. We've got no money. Okay. Who can I have on loan? Create requirements. Loan. A striker. Por favor. And also a centre half would be great, and also probably a left wing back would be ideal. And if I can have another centre mid, I'd be quite happy with that too. And in fact, if I can have a holding mid, that'd be pretty great. Let's try that. Let's see if that gets me anything. got to be Premier League clubs who are dying to send players on loan to me. I mean, Chelsea have almost every teenager in London under contract. So it stands to reason. Any happenings? You are a goalkeeper. Are you better than my current goalkeeper? Still holds maybe PSG a second time as the 3 seed, as I don't think the squad is built for Europe. Fair. I mean, he is in theory better. I also have no money, which is the big issue. I do not have the money to bring in a goalkeeper. What's the transfer room saying? Anything at all? No. No. Je ne pas pas. Right. Let us. Let's go have a look, see who's desperate. No, Liam, because it doesn't at this level. It's just the SPL displays. As far as I can tell. Okay. Who else have we got? Sounds like Franklin's a mid-table squad that probably could do damage in the cups. Fair. Oh, I was hoping we'd get Big Red, but no. No. Also, is this a transfer we can have happen in real life? Because I'd love Joel Newell up top for Swindon. That'd be amazing. He'd be so good. Not 33, but... Right. Let's do this. Come on, Sunny Hart, join us. Join us in Scotland. You can do this. Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah, Also, hi Kit, welcome. How did things go in Sicily? We were all wondering, but I couldn't switch over because I was streaming. Is employment still occurring in Sicily? Oh. Oh. But Lucia Kendall, a player I've had since season 1, could be able to fill that role. I could wedge in Lucia Vunic with little consequence other than need to fight a new midfielder come next season. Fair. Let's while I remember. Let's do a shouty outy thing. Why has that not worked? Have I spelled that wrong? Damn it. Can I not spell tonight? No game. Oh, it's because he's got numbers after his name. I know that. I was paying attention. Hello, Mr. Policino in the YouTube chat. Let's try that. That should work. Give the shout out. Also, Kit, be these streaming anytime over the next few days? That is the other question. Obviously, we want to make sure everyone knows that Kit does do the streaming. That's important, eh? Some say the finest feline manager in FM history. Oh, an online save? That's crazy. Crazy stuff. That's the point, actually, despite the fact I am doing this a 25 stream streak. Well, that's cheeky. Despite the fact I am doing the New Year's Eve stream tonight, I'm also going to be MIA for the weekend because I think I mentioned this yesterday. My daughter is visiting over the weekend, so I will be spending time parenting rather than FMing, because apparently that's preferable. So, sounds selfish to me, but she wants to spend time with me, so, you know, what am I going to do? I can't play my little spreadsheet game. Bloody kids. Yeah, so shall be missing. Let us do a winning again. Am I going to make changes? I don't think Tomlinson was too bad on the left last time out. I can't see any obvious changes to make. I mean, Swan's been a bit pants. Is there a better way of... No. let's give Kabiru a run out, shall we? And then we will put... In fact, no, we'll leave that as it was, because Liam did really well last time. Yeah, I think we'll stick with that. I think it has potential to be our starting for every lineup. Also, I thought I recognised the name that had popped up in our YouTube chat. Mr. Policino is an Italian football manager YouTuber. I thought I recognised that name. I was trying to think, have I seen that name somewhere before? And my brain went, yes. Yes, I have. So, that's fun. That's fun. All of their content is in Italian, but YouTube now does auto dubbing, so that's fun for everyone. Let me drop a little linky doo into the chat for everyone, shall I? I can't speak Italian well enough to do much more than order food and beer. I can understand Italian if I hear it being spoken, but I can't speak it. Like, I couldn't put together a conversation in Italian. It's just about mutually intelligible enough for me as a Spanish speaker to be able to understand Italian. But I do have to listen quite carefully. But if I find a content creator who is Italian and I put on the Italian subtitles in the days before it auto-dubbed, I could follow along. I'd have to slow down the speed of the video, but I could follow along with the written subtitles. Also helps, of course, being a lawyer, I have spent a lot of time studying Latin. So Italian isn't as tough as it should be. It's one of those, I don't really speak Latin, but I understand enough Latin from just legal text to be able to read some. Oh, we've almost scored. Ironically, my dad, I think, speaks Latin because he still when he was at school, they still taught it. I don't know why. He also learned Spanish at school, and my dad is not a gifted linguist, it has to be said. And I always remember that we went on holiday to Spain when I was a teenager, and he decided he was going to go to the bar because he spoke Spanish, and somehow kept coming back with 8 beers at a time, and it turned out that it was because 8 was the only number he could remember in Spanish. Chuck is 3-0 down. Oh, Chuck. It's alright, I've got faith. We have faith in Chuck. He'll turn it around. I mean, if only someone had built a really defensively solid tactic and put it on the Steam Workshop that Chuck could borrow to help keep his job. So we're like, I don't know, 5 at the back and some kind of weird midfield thing going on. Just throwing it out there. I'm not saying this is a tactic for all teams, but it does seem to be quite successful for everyone who's kind of borrowed it, plugged it in and played with it. So, the 4-1-2-1-2 is, it's not the way forward is the 5-1-2-2 thing I'm doing, I think, maybe. I haven't actually paid enough attention. It was a good goal. I actually haven't paid enough attention to Chuck's tactic to be able to help either. I did a little surgery for Liam yesterday. I don't know, is that tactic still working for you, Liam? Is that tweak still working you were on? Never got a 5 at the back working. I don't like playing 5 at the back, but this whole system started because I wanted to see how many goals I could get Jeremy Watara scoring back at Hemel. And that's kind of how we ended up here. And it sort of works. Admittedly, it's not working well today, but this team isn't really very good, to be honest. 1-5-10, only lost 1. Oh, see, my tactical surgery session. Top draw. Hang up RDF and Stinger. I've got you. I've got the tactics game covered. I haven't. They're way better than I will ever be. Especially Aaron. Aaron is far better than I ever will be at tactics. Some would say he's a genius. I have been one of those people many times. Right, Neil, you are coming off. We'll send in Barber. Casey on at left back, please. McGrory off for McMahon. Which way is the best? Oh, don't do that to me. That's very annoying. Which way round is best for these two? The way we had it. Excellent. And Sullivan off for Quinn. Yeah, that'll work. Oh no! That is sad. Areas has access to the 4-4-2 Dynamos. Tall players were Chloe Pierce, Joyce Morosta at 5-4.5. Sad times. Let me pop by El Stream Del Chuckio. Very aware this is probably going to screw up my monetization on YouTube, but there we go. We'll stop in and say hi very quickly.
What people say, you don't know the intricacies of things.
Let's listen on Mr. Big Man.
And all that, and I can say the same thing about American football. We'll just go be back and forth talking about all of this, and I don't feel like that's a good thing to go for. We agree to disagree. I got fired, mainly. It's cooked for me. I know I don't. I haven't been doing that. It's just my first time. I just messed up a lot of things. I know that. I'm just saying.
There we go. So the big man is having a little beating himself up session.
It's okay. It's what it is.
We'll casually return to what we're doing, because that's gonna be a a debrief happening over there. But he will bounce back. We believe. We believe. Kit can offer the tactical advices to rebuild. It will be fine. Right, Watara, goal, no, corner. Excellent. Love it. Love it. Right. We are, again, not the better team in possession, but... Oh, their goal. Yeah, let's do it. Let's attack again. Let's get this done. Cheeky late winner. That's what we're saying. It's cheeky late winner. This current starting format, I don't like short players. Fair. I try and avoid them. I try and fill my team with big players. It's not currently working. But it probably could have done if I had better players. So that's life. Who is Jossie? Je suis confusé. Where did you see the name Jossie? Josie? Dog image. Très confused. With an HP. So many tabs. So many tabs. Bear with me. I will work out what's going on. Oh! Oh! Okay, I know what's happened there. That is probably from me testing out the new stream element stuff. So it will, when I go into stream elements and I do a test, it will make up a name to test the thing to make sure things are working. So I suspect that is Jossie was one of the people that I had testing a thing. Like one of the fictional people that was testing a thing. It doesn't usually show up on stream, which is odd. But yeah, that will be what happened there. That will be what happened there. You know, it works. Yeah, if that's... Yeah, that's what's happening there. Okay, grey trial coming to an end. Oh, pardon me. Roy gets a goal bonus. Bloody Roy. We are not doing a great job at this this season. Where are we at with the midnight? With 18 minutes to midnight. Wowzers. It's almost 2026. It's close to that kind of time where I get sent loads of messages from people I haven't spoken to in several years. I am doing a longish one tonight. Don't know if I want to see my house just when it hits it. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, it will be a longish stream. I'm certainly going to be up after midnight. I will probably make the switch over to zombies reasonably soon, but it won't be a big gap between because I've actually eaten and whatnot. So that's good times. Right, let's keep trying for Adam Gray. It will probably be when I decide that it is meds time. Oh! Hello. Hello. Adam, my friend. Mon ami. Bonsoir. What, 1 year extension? Yes! Adam is in the bus. Now we get to see if he'll ever score for us again. I will show you in a second what Mr. Adam Gray looks like. He looks like he should be utter turd. But we took him on trial just to have a proper look at him. And I said if he scored a hat-trick on his debut, I'd sign him. And he did in fact score a hat-trick on his debut. So he's requested to be removed from the transfer list. Like, you don't look at this guy and go, he is a great striker. He's a good striker. He's a decent striker. But I don't know why it's not showing his trial here. It's weird, but he literally came in on trial and scored 3 goals for us on his debut. Yeah, he's not a horrible... Yeah, he came for this Stranraer game. Literally, we'd had him at the club for less than 2 days. And he did that. Like, I said if he got a hat-trick, I'd sign him. And he got a hat-trick. He's done nothing since, but he's only been allowed to play 3 games, I think. So it is what it is. He might have asked to be removed from the list so he won't be on by others. I suspect he's just trying to weasel out of signing for us. Kevin, we've had this conversation several times, and I told you you'd be an impact sub at best. Okay, you're calm again for another 10 minutes. Perfect. Like, I feel like Adam Gray is a guy that should get loads of goals at this level, but there is also that question of the window is shut, so he can't actually sign for us until the summer now. When realistically, if we do get promoted, might not be here, but he said he's not going to come until June, but that's okay. That's fine. We'll allow it. And to be fair, we've got a really good deal there. We're paying them nothing up front, but half of his next transfer because we didn't have 2.5k lying around. But realistically, he's probably not going to sell from us for more than 10k, so we've not really lost anything. Like, he is essentially free regardless. They just feel a bit better because they got some money out of him. He wasn't signed with the intention to be a player we flip. Right, we are now playing the Spartans. How many games are left now? We have got 10 left. 10 to go. Perfect. Okay. I think we call time on that particular experiment for now. And let's drop Payne off the bench for Doyle, Thompson, sorry, Akoli. That will do, right. I shall be back in just a tick. Okay guys, here we go. We are ready for the last game of FM we will play in 2025. Someone's got way too excited with the fireworks outside, it's crazy. They're a little bit premature. Just a touch premature. In fact, I think those fireworks are coming from the park at the top of the hill. Looking at them, that's why they're so loud. If I had to guess, but also to be fair, it's still too early. Yeah, Leo, I think these are coming from, like, Town Gardens way. I assume there is a Town Gardens midnight firework display. But they are very premature. So, very premature. But they are very pretty. I'd show you, but I know if I point this camera at that window, you actually won't see anything. But they are very loud. I have no idea if they're actually picking up on camera. Oh, just a little bit. Just a touch. Alright, goals, please. 4L Dumbarton. Ali Roy's scoring. That's how you know it's New Year's. Ali Roy is scoring regular in this stream. That's how we know it is an holiday. To be fair, I think it was actually technically an own goal, but we'll take it. It's a lot of fun. They are going to run out of fireworks by 2026. There's no way they can sustain this level of fireworkage. It's just not possible. So loud. Such distraction. Anyway, we are 1-0 up, and that's what really matters. There are 5 minutes left of 2025, boys and girls. I hope everyone had a marvellous year, because there is no time left to save it, I am afraid. Oh, that's poor. That was poor from Kieran Mill. Don't ruin New Year's. Might have to plug in some headphones, they're starting to annoy you. Fair. I mean, ironically, you'll probably be hearing the same fireworks through my stream as you'd be hearing outside, so that's fun. Just on like a 30-second delay. I think they've finished. I think they've blown their load. Could we have a goal, please? That would be nice. Another goal. Oh no, different fireworks aside from somewhere else now. Good. Oh, almost a second goal. That's clearly an assault. Please don't do that to my players. Dueling fireworks now. 3 minutes left of 2025. That's a great time for a throat sweet. As half time approaches and fireworks are popping off. It's 1-0 at half time. Wow, that's too many fireworks. I'm sorry, that is too many. Right. I don't like what I just saw from this team. Little harsh, it's like 2 players not playing well, but cool. These fireworks, they be super pretty. Let's see if I can demonstrate some fireworkage, shall we? Will this work? Not well, because the cable isn't really stretched that far, but there we go. There is the fireworkage from outside of my window. Good times. We have 2 minutes left of the year. We failed to reseat that properly. There we go. That is what New Year's looks like in Swindon. I'm glad you all got to enjoy that. great times. Let's get back to the footballs, shall we? Because that's way more fun and entertaining. And that's fair. That's fair, Kip. And we are less than a minute from 2026. Will we have beaten Spartans by then? No, probably not. But such is life. We'll make the changes anyway. And try and look good doing it. So many fireworks. Such fireworks outside. It's very loud. Feel like I'm at war. Feel much like I'm at war. And that, my friends, is 2026. Happy New Year. Old Lang Syne and all that bollocks. Happy FM27 release year indeed. And yes, may old acquaintance be forgot, and hallowed be thy name. Whatever line comes next in the name of Old Lang Syne. There we are. You almost got me to sing. Happy New Year, everybody. We are in 2026. The future is now. May this year be better than last year and all that good stuff. Let's finish beating Dumfries and then we'll enjoy more fireworkings from the fireworks land. But I would like us to finish beating Spartans first, if we can, because we do need a win quite badly. Good ball. Ali Roy scores. Ali Roy. What a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Can't believe he scored that with a header. That's weird. That is odd. But we're back up to third temporarily. Happy New Year, Benny. Happy New Year from the future. Ah, bloody Spartans ruining the new year already. But Happy New Year to Benny from the future. Do a shouty outy. Last played, Dead or Alive, Extreme Venus Vacation. That honestly sounds like it should be a Vivid title. It might be, to be honest. If you don't know what I mean by that, you are suffering a culture failure. Or are a grown-up. Either's possible. It's got to be said. I assumed it was probably bikini volleyball. It's a Dead or Alive game. They're all bikini volleyball. Except the ones that are like Bikini Street Fighter. Either way, it looks like the fireworks are ending, which is nice. Clearly, someone finally got over it. We're on like 3 draws in a row, by the way. I do not know if I enjoy that. Still going? God, so you know you live somewhere posh. Fireworks 3 minutes into the new year. The trouble is in Swindon, we don't actually know if it's fireworks or gunfire until we check. So it could just be chavs and drug dealers shooting each other. That was why I opened the blinds. I never open the blinds because that way is very distinctly south, and it usually means I have the sun in my eyes all day. They really are never ending. Yearly Christmas attacks. Oof. Oh. The first sneezing attack of 2026. The best thing about being old is that it's now 5 past midnight and I've not had a single message from anyone. Oh no, I have had a message from my father. Good times. Good times. I know, to be fair, he also sent the message at 3 minutes to midnight, so on point, trying to make sure he's in bed by midnight, that's what he does. It's his birthday tomorrow as well. That's fun. Less for him than for me. Because, you know, I'm not the one that has to be, what, 64 tomorrow? He could be a good footballer. I have no money, but he could be a good footballer. Let's trial him, and then cheeky play him. Cheeky play him. That's the plan. They are calming down a touch now. We are good on the fireworks. The pets can pet. Well, I don't have any pets to pet, but in theory, the pets can pet. That's very much on my 2026 bucket list. I'd like to move at some point this year into a place in which I can have an pet. Really want to get a cat. I feel like if there's one thing we're truly missing, both on channel and on stream, it is a stream cat. That's sad. Being allergic to cats is sad. Yeah, I'm not allowed to have any pets in my flat. My landlord was very clear on that. They were like, no pets. I was like, can I have goldfish? And they were like, nope, not even fish. And I was like, you savage. So my plan is to try and find somewhere to live this year whereby I can have a cat. Even if I have to leave Swindon, and even if I have to move into a trailer park, I will do it just for an cat. That's the plan. Because I feel like I deserve a cat. Hello, Jamie. You look very good. If you could be just tiny bit more interesting. He has played in the championship. He is possibly a good player. Taking him on loan was probably a mistake, given that we don't play with wingers. Throw on trial. But also, and this is the important thing, he's only on trial. I kind of want to have a quick look and just see if we can do a little bit of cheese. a little bit of cheese. Are there any big stars who are willing to trial for us? A 5'4" defender. I know it's not a big star, but a 5'4" centre half demands my attention. Previously of Athlone Town, Lucan United, so you know he goes missing in big games, and University College Dublin. But he is 5'4". You are big, but you're mostly potential rather than ability, aren't you? That's sort of a shame. You're also big. I'm mostly just good at being big. But, again, a trial is worthwhile. Linton side bottom. You, sir, cannot have a side bottom. You either have a bottom bottom or a front bottom. Those are the rules. But again, we'll trial him. And also, this guy? Sure. My logic here basically is, if we can play trialists for a handful of games at a time, you can have a side bottom? What? What is this witchcraft kit? What is this witchcraft you are bestowing upon us? Of course, Kit, of course. Of course, that would be a side bottom. Do we think he is a side bottom? Is that what's happening here? I mean, no judgment, but... Babe, she is not going to leave her husband. I'm just saying. It's never going to happen. It's very possible that at least one of these people could be playing in our next game. Probably not the other winger I brought in on trial, but he can play as a striker. Allegedly. Allegedly. Also, we're playing Aloha, which is nice. In our first official league game of 2026. So that's fun. Isn't it? Also, I'm a little bit disappointed by how rapidly Twitch has been abandoned by people. As soon as the clock turned. That's not how you do a New Year's stream. Okay, so my plan is I'm going to finish February and then I'm going to switch to zombies. That's my plan, for those who may have been curious. Because it's pretty much time for me to put some medication in my face before my face starts melting again. And B, just so I can rest my voice for 10 minutes whilst I set things up. So... that'll be fun. What am I not changing? What am I changing? I'm going to put... another midfielder on that bench, which will probably be Liam. Yeah, why not? I don't think I want Kabiru on that bench. I think I probably want a Coley. Probably Ferguson because he's got more goals. That should be hunky dory. Yeah, why not? Let's do that for the win. We'll see how good this Jamie Bradley fella is. Just won 9-0 against Cambridge, biggest win I've ever had on FM. Wowzers. Look at you smashing the tabs. Right, let's do this. Let's get a win. That's our plan. If we can't beat them, no one can. I mean, that's not true. There are 8 other teams that could, in theory, beat them. But either way, we're at that stage in the season now where it's all about hitting form. Because Cove are as good as up. So it's going to be about who comes into the playoffs on the best form. So our goal from here to the end of the season is to try and finish in second. Because that should mean we are on the best form of the playoff teams. That's the theory anyway. Whether it pays off is another question entirely, but that is the theory. Just seen earlier that creates FM kits for you called Kit Basher. Ooh. Ali Roy scores again. Created some lovely Swindon kits. Ooh. Fancy. To be fair, I almost never create custom kits on FM because I'm really quite lazy as a content creator. Like, the fact that I go far enough to install badge packs is pretty strenuous for me. I occasionally download a kit pack. Sometimes I go wild and download a face pack. Largely because I just don't like having 60 gigs worth of clutter on my hard drive, to be honest. Like, it's just too much clutter. Right, goal number 2, before half time. Let's get this done. We didn't get this done. That's all good though. We are still winning. We're still massive. We're still comfortably 4th in the league. Miles Obono looks like he made a really stupid decision to go to 4-far. Because they might not even qualify for the playoffs at this rate. Which we will definitely be doing. So, who looks stupid, really? Trying to party goers on the way back from the bathroom? That's not ideal. Why were they on the way back from the bathroom? Did they make you be social, kids? Because that's the darkest thing a human can do to another human. I hate when these people say words at me. Like, who are you and who raised you? God. Changes. That one. That one. And that will do for now. Fair. party on the second floor. It's posh. Imagine having 2 whole floors in your house. In this economy, 2 whole floors. That's rich people stuff, that. You're in the attic. Still posh. I did figure you were renting the house. I don't assume people own houses anymore. It's still wild to me there was a time in human history where people could own a house. I always find it really funny. My grandparents, the house they live in, they obviously own because they're of that generation. They bought their house, which is a 3-bedroom house in one of the most expensive areas for housing in the country, in 1960 for £14,000, and it's now worth about 650k. Yeah, even in Pen Hill houses are 200k on average, and Pen Hill is basically Gaza. I don't know, like, if you paid me 200k and gave me a house, I wouldn't live in Pen Hill voluntarily. It is quite a grim part of the country. And I say this as someone who was raised on the estate where joyriding was invented. It's okay, Casey's not dead. We have survived. We are okay. We are going to maintain 4th in the table. We are now clear of Forfar and behind East Fife. So that's what really matters. Right, can we get a second goal though? Because that'd be wild. We went close. We went close to a second goal. But all we need is 1, because we have won 1-0. That was a lot of ones. Some would say it was binary. Right, address the team. Now I have family and friends messaging me to wish me a happy new year. Kill me now, Kit. I feel for you. My family, because we are of that nature, mostly appear to have just gone to bed. About 3 hours ago, to be honest. Like, looking at my messenger whatsy doodle, it looks like most of my family have been in bed for several hours. Which is nice. Oh, we finished scouting a guy. He could improve a lot. Sindri Frey Borgarson, I think is how you pronounce that. I cannot do Icelandic pronunciation. And I don't really want to try, beyond what I've just done. He doesn't look shit, but he is a winger, and I have absolutely no need for a winger right now. We're 10 games unbeaten. 10 games unbeaten, boys and girls. Can you imagine? And just to wrap things up, we have to go play Forfar next, which means it's time to punish Miles Obodo for his insolence. And put ourselves possibly further up the table. Possibly. It would be nice to finish February in third. It's unlikely, but it'd be nice. Quinn Shooter is developing concerns. I would suggest you should switch to a digital camera. In this league, Liam, top goes up automatically. Then the next three teams, so second to fourth, play the team that finishes 11th in the league above. In like a groupie playoffy thing, as far as I remember. So like regular playoffs, except the second worst team from the league above is involved. Yes, same as Upper Scots. All Scots playoffs have largely the same system. I am sort of a fan of it. I think in England, I'd like to see this be a system. They've offered me a new contract, and apparently I've accepted it, but I've not actually been there. Oh, we've had a takeover. Hello? Hello, cheeky takeover. Why are you unhappy with my... I'm on holiday, guys. Relax. Okay, look. I'll give him more playing time. I don't care that much. I was on holiday. I dealt with it when I came out. We got a takeover. Right. They've offered us a 1-year contract. Lovely. They don't want us to do anything more than we were already doing. They are not giving us any extra money. But we have a new chairperson. And we are out of debt. Which is nice. 0 debts. I think we'll take that as a win. It does also mean I have a cheeky little look at our finances now. And it's not impossible. We could make this profitable. I do not know how many goals Miles got. We'll check in a second. Miles, where are ye? Where are you? Why can't I go from that screen directly to the one I want to look at? He has had 1 goal in 9 games for far. Which, to be honest, is a pretty shit return. I will say I would have got more goals out of him than that. But it is possible they've been playing him on the wing as well. Can we see his form? Yeah, they've been playing on the wing, which explains why he's not scoring, because they've not really understood the assignment. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was going to see if I could fix the money situation. Do we have time to slip a cheeky friendly in somewhere? It's like a much bigger team. Like, if I get a cheeky friendly in there against someone reasonably big. No. Let's have a look at the calendar, shall we? A look at the calendar. March 31st looks like it's free. Who can I play that day? I can play Partick Thistle. I think we will. Who else can we play that week? I guess we'll play that game there, and we'll play... Oh! Leeds? Aye, pal. Aye, pal, we'll do that then. And then let's do Breaking. And that should be our finances fixed. That's nice, isn't it? That's our finances likely repaired. It is our finances. Oh, look at me doing financial management. Would you believe it? Right, let's go smash for far. You're accepting bids for Nelson Mandela? That's a bit cheeky. He's been dead a while, like. He's not going to be much of a footballer at this point. I don't even know if he ever was much of a footballer, but he's going to be much less of a footballer in his present state of decay. One would suggest you. That would be the suggestion. Okay, right. We are nearly there, nearly ready for the game. Good. Changes. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. It's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Are you good at that? It wants Ferguson there. Apparently Swan is good at that. It must just be that he sucks at the tracking. He really sucks at the tracking. Can we swap them over? Doesn't make a lot of difference, does it? Doesn't make a lot of difference. Let's just go with that. Anyone else want replacing in there? We will put Shooter in because I promised him football. And on we go with this beautiful game of football against Forfar, who have stolen Miles Obodo from us. Once upon a sunny afternoon, they stole a striker from us and they turned him into a winger. Will he start? Will we ever find out? He will start on a wing. One would assume they're playing 4-3-3. I could have looked, but I didn't. Let's find out this way, shall we? He's starting on the left wing. Wow. See, you've made two mistakes there. You've played a striker on the wing. And you've put him up against Jeremy Watara. Now, I know this is a big secret, but Jeremy Watara is quite a big deal. Gemini said so. So you've made two mistakes. And now you get a close-up look at what you could have won. Which, to be frank, was promotion. So there's that. Right, let's actually do a winning, shall we? Casey going forward down the far side. Cross would be lovely here. Gush goes to McMahon instead. That's a dangerous ball. Swan off the woodwork. Watara almost scores. Because, and I cannot stress this enough, we are friggin' massive. Let's do the goals. So many shots at the woodwork. Yeah, it's not just you. I've lost count of how many have hit the woodwork just in this stream. But Lucas Swan just scored, so that's nice for him. And Miles Obodo could do nothing about Jeremy Watara, which, to be honest, was inevitable. That's what happens when you sign for a largely inferior club. And that puts us 6 points clear of them as well. So we're basically in the playoffs already. Sterling might be about to knock Cove off as well, which would be really good for us for the playoffs because we're on form. And that means Cove aren't. So it's all good progress. I would like another goal though. Now see, if they put Obodo up top, I'd be worried. But they haven't, so I'm not. Because I don't think he can threaten us much from the left-hand side. It's a great cross. It's fallen to Frimpong. Oh! I would have changed system by now. Just saying, I'd be too up top at this point. Because we're clearly a better side. Just putting out that way, you're clearly a better side than Forfar. We've clearly got this done. We are free and clear. Peter Casey, my friend. If you could be much less shit, then I would like that. Because failure to improve will lead to me tying you to a chair and forcing you to listen to Baby Shark on repeat for all of 2026. It's like the CBeebies version of Guantanamo Bay. Okay. We have some players underperforming. I am underwhelmed. Let's have goal number 2. Then I could be whelmed. Off the crossbar. Boys, that's not how we do goals. We do goals by putting it under the crossbar. This is not like egg chasing. This is football. Right, let's tighten up at the back. And then we will be good. Tighten up at the back, please. And then maybe steal a goal at the other end of the football pitch. That would be nice. Go on, do it, score. Oh. You clearly didn't believe in scoring enough. It's all about believing your score. Much like using Tinder. Come on. Final whistle, please. Also, if Fife could lose, that would be great. They're currently beating Alloa. I did say I wanted us to be in third after this game. That's not how you do that. If anything, that's the opposite of how you do that. Because you've taken a 6-point lead and you've turned it into 3 now. It wasn't really what we were going for. So, how about we try again? but with us scoring a goal. They've taken Miles off. He's running scared from us. That's actually been taken off on their team sheet. Unless it's not gone through yet in the match engine. Oh no, he's in the box. He's cut it back. It's okay, we've saved it. Let's relax for a second. Not for that long. Too much relaxing. Alright, McMahon's there, it's fine. We've got over it, we're fine. It's going to be a draw. We are still unbeaten though, so that's actually pretty good. And we sit in fourth, so that is a good ending for us for the day. So, with that said, I am going to take a really quick break and shove some painkillers in my face. And then we will return with some more... Well, with some zombies, I think, is the plan. So, to YouTube, au revoir, and to Twitch, back in 10-ish once I've taken some cold pills and they have kicked in, is basically the plan.